You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that
She's
is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in.
Snow White is running for president.
I'm launching my campaign. I am.
But I think there's something so special about Snow White, the fact that it's about the humanity and it's about nature as well, and it's a beautiful story about an amazing girl who wants to find the true self of hers, that is just so appealing and so special.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. So I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years. When I was doing this film. I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
So no prince or a different kind of prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie,
Right.
Andrew Burnap, great dude.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what it's actually going to be, but it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
How the progressive woke left has this unique ability to, it's like the opposite of the Midas touch. Everything they touch turns to dung. And they can ruin anything. It's magical. And so what's happened with this film, of course, I'm not going to go see it. I'm a heterosexual man in his 50s, and I do have a granddaughter, and I love her, which is why I won't take her. But nonetheless, you make a film for about $250 million. You add on marketing costs. Opening week is $44 million, and you wonder why. Here's why. Parents vote with their feet. Parents vote with their wallet. The same is true for grandparents. And Hollywood has lost all credibility with heterosexual parents. In addition, Disney has lost all credibility. I mean, you just threw out the first Christian character in 20 years to just sort of practice tokenism as if we weren't paying attention. And so for those of you who are parents and grandparents, yeah, just vote with your feet, vote with your wallet. And just because they think that they have the right to indoctrinate and educate our children, they don't. They're not parents. This person isn't a parent, doesn't understand parenting. In addition, at the end of the day, we want entertainment to have fun, joy, diversion for the children, not indoctrination with a tremendous agenda. They're just kids. They don't need to be sexualized. They don't need to be moralized. They need to have a little bit of fun. And I would just encourage those of you who are parents and grandparents, yeah, just stop funding this garbage. Stop supporting this garbage. And eventually reality will catch up because you can only lose money for so long. And at the end of the day, the creative, progressive, woke artists, they may think that they're making art, but at the end of the day, there is a business to run. And at the end of the day, if you go woke, you go broke. And I hope that happens to Disney.